everyone. Wake up, show a leg. Not too much, mind. Madam, you're putting me off my stroke. Yes, folks, would you believe it's Monday? And if you spend the morning with me, Monday becomes fun day.
Oh, wow, Sue's just walked in. Hi, Sue. Boy, you should be where I am. There's a smile on her face that says if ever a cat found the cream, she's the one. I should be so lucky. Anyway, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, if you're in a bathtub or sitting in a traffic jam, or if you're still in Betty Bibos, stay with us for some of the most fantastic sounds you have ever heard. And straight off, it's Morning Song, a beautiful track that will ease you into your day, but gently.
Open your eyes, it is morning. The birds have long since started their song. Open your eyes, it is morning. Morning has come to us all. The world has turned, the world has turned, see everything is all around us. Open your eyes, it is morning, morning has come to us all. It is morning. Morning has come to us all. The world has turned. The world has turned. See, everything is all around us. Open your eyes, it is morning. Morning has come to us all.
I rolled up my trousers and with bare feet jumped out upon the sand. The two possums retired a little, but still watched my proceedings. To the back cupboard.
Daddy went off to work about 7:30. He put on his overalls and his working gloves. Said United drew again to his cousin Ernie. And and read a magazine about crime and secret love. And if it all sounds boring, if it all sounds boring, if it all sounds boring, then there's something wrong with the song. Mama went down the hill to the supermarket. She brought back groceries in a carrier bag. She hung up a coat and then she put on the kettle. Sat down with a cup of tea and lit a fag. And if it all sounds boring, if it all sounds boring, if it all sounds boring, then there's something wrong with the song or you. Young Billy grazed his knee on a concrete playground and answered yes, miss, when they called his name. Auntie Mary rearranged her mantelpieces and chewed them in before the rent man came. And if it all sounds boring, if it all sounds boring, if it all sounds boring, then there's something wrong with the song or you or me or something.
Quite enough of that, but I thought it was time for some culture in the programme, and there's an awful lot of it about. But there's no need to worry, because we're told the Arts Council are concerned about the needs of ordinary human beings, and you've only got to remember some of the art shows put on by the Council to see what they mean. Like a show by the man with the good old Scottish name of Per Lozzi. Edoardo Per Lozzi, he was in fact born in Edinburgh and made and sold ice cream until he found people would accept this sort of thing as art. It looks like a bathroom cupboard, and it is in fact a bathroom cupboard, full of the things you'd expect to find in a bathroom cupboard. There's only one difference between this and the one you've got at home. This one got its owner described in the Sunday Telegraph as a fascinated voyeur of iconographical potency rather than a spontaneous and abandoned participant in the act, which sounds very fair. But on the other hand, the Sunday Times says that work like this expresses the anxiety we all felt in the 1950s when it was done. Here's a closer view. I remember feeling fairly worried in the 1950s, but never quite as worried as that. This, by the way, is not somebody feeling worried. It's Per Lozzi's idea of a bishop. Not many bishops about like this, of course, with so many things hanging from them, like water spouts and wheels. But Per Lozzi has the good old Scottish point of view. You Per Lozzi, but you get a Lozzi for your money. Art, as the Council say, for ordinary human beings. And compare it with the work they showed by a Los Angeles artist, Bruce Nauman. Some of us would still prefer a tiny etching by Rembrandt, but then you need a lot of room for some of this modern art. And don't make the mistake of thinking this side is the actual masterpiece. To appreciate it properly, you have to squeeze inside it. Only then do you get a feeling of what the artist was trying to say to you, a feeling of dizziness, blindness, asphyxiation, and general discomfort all at the same time. But one of the best Arts Council shows for ordinary human beings was one they sponsored for young British artists in their 20s. As you went in, there was a work of a young man, John Murphy, who won a scholarship to travel to France. He came back and he did this, which he calls a French village. Now, just look carefully here at the fine attention to detail. If he hadn't actually seen a French village, you wonder quite what sort of picture he might have done of it. And next to it, another French view. We know it's a French view because it's called La Vue, or The View. No need to go to France when our painters can bring back a view like this. And it was a British artist, incidentally, who hung his white paintings like this in a gallery with white walls. And if you couldn't see them, well, that was fine, because the catalogue told us the artist likes to think people might go into a room filled with his works without realising they're there at all. And then there was this work by a young architect, a grass-covered gramophone with a bunch of grapes sticking to it in a grass-walled room with a grass-covered cocktail cabinet decorated with a banana. A grass-covered love cave, the artist called it. But he said when the exhibition this was displayed in was over, his artwork ceased to exist. And just one more here for lovers of landscapes, a tiny lawn on wheels with a dog's lead attached to it. So there you are, art that doesn't look like what it says it is, art that doesn't seem to be there even though it is, and art that doesn't exist when you move it. If you still prefer constables, you've only got to pick up the lead and take this one for a walk, and if you still prefer constables, at least two will turn up and carry you away screaming.
Thanks, Ken. That was really something. Who was it who said many a true word spoken in jest? Dr. Johnson, was it? Anyway, whoever it was, there was something in what you were saying just then for all of us, I think. Anyway, it's time to move on now to a really great number that's climbing the charts so fast it's almost out of sight. Chalk and cheese. It's just gotta be.
My eyes are open. What do I see? I see creation to some degree. Sun and moon, day and night, big and small, wrong and right. Chalk and cheese, water and wine. I think our love needs a little more time. Time for each other, time to discover that we got a lot in common, but it just takes time. I see beauty and decay, pretty ladies making hay, little babies, sad old men. It's been the same since God knows when. Chalk and cheese, water and wine. I think our love needs a little more time. Time for each other, time to discover that we got a lot in common, but it just takes time. People come and people go. The world is round, as we all know. But what shape is harmony? How wide the space between you and me? Chalk and cheese, water and wine. I think our love needs a little more time. Time for each other, time to discover that we got a lot in common, but it just takes time. Chalk and cheese, water and wine. I think our love needs a little more time. Time for each other, time to discover that we got a lot in common, but it just takes time.
How about that? Really fantastic! Incidentally, the backing there by the John Altman combo. Actually, I was chewing the fat with John the other day, and he tells me that he did the arrangements for that song way back in '74. A lot of you I know thought it was '76, but it wasn't. It was '74. Maybe by '83 it'll be there. I sure hope so. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy. In the meantime, here's a traffic flash for drivers on the A39 heading towards... That shit is this? Or is it watch it? I don't know, I can't read the writing. Anyway, I guess you all know where you are. There are some guys digging up the road just outside of town, so you should seek an alternative route, it says here. Anyway, here, for all you drivers who've broken down or are sitting in traffic jams or whatever, here's a meaningful little number that'll prove that you're not the only one with a problem. It's called Human Race, and it's my tip for the top spot this week.
Driving to the city, one man in his car, driving to the city. See him go from place to place, taking part in the whole human race. Car, power at his feet. One man in his car, up and down the street. See him go from place to place, taking part in the whole human race. So twinkle, little star, shining in the everlasting night. Sometimes you seem so wise, sometimes you're not so bright. No, 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 driving to the city. One man in his car, really sitting pretty, as if to show it's no disgrace to be a part of the whole human race. The world is full of hunger, so many mouths to feed. The world is full of hunger, jealousy and greed. So tally-ho, there's no time to waste when you're a part of the whole human race. Twinkle, little star, shining in the everlasting night. Sometimes you seem so wise, sometimes you're not so bright. No, 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 no.
Ace, 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 ace. You ought to buy that, folks, before it's too late. And now for a really upfront number with everything going for it. A real chart buster if ever there was one. All in the name of love.
He's happy-go-lucky, even devil may care, driving a sports car with the wind in his hair, yeah, yeah. But it don't mean a thing, no, no. She's pretty as can be, low-cut dress. She's all come and get me with such finesse, yeah, yeah. And it don't mean a thing, no, no. Say it's all in the name of love. Say it's all written in the stars up above. But oh my, it don't seem a lie to say that it don't mean a thing. To say that it don't mean a thing, don't mean to say it's that which we don't understand or know exactly where it's at. What's in a name when it's all in the name of love? He takes her to dinner. He orders the wine. He says he can show her a really good time, yeah, yeah. But it don't mean a thing, no, no. She looks like a film star, but she knows damn well it's just a commercial with something to sell, yeah, yeah. And it don't mean a thing, no, no. Say it's all in the name of love. Say it's all written in the stars up above. But oh my, it don't seem a lie to say that it don't mean a thing. To say that it don't mean a thing, don't mean to say it's that which we don't understand, don't know exactly where it's at. It's all in the name of love. 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 All in the name of love.
Wow, what a great album! We could certainly do with a lot more like that. Anyway, actually, I've been getting a lot of letters recently from people who've seen me around and who have noticed that I've been losing quite a few pounds recently in weight. 2 stone to be exact, or thereabouts. And not unnaturally, they want to know how I done it. It seems not only do I look slimmer and healthier, but dare I say, more desirable too. More desirable too. More desirable too. Unfortunately, I can't give you the... And not unnaturally, they... Good morning, everyone. Wake up, show a leg. Not too much, madam. You're putting me off my stroke.